Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Gonna read through the full article. There's a link in the description. Pretty disgusting topic, horrendous. If you do like this type of topic, then do like, comment, subscribe. Have a look at some of the other videos on the channel. But pretty dark. Fury in Pakistan after father shoots dead his 7-day-old baby girl because he wanted his firstborn to be a boy. What an absolute, pardon my French, fucking scumbag piece of shit. Let's have a look at the full details. A Pakistani father, this absolute C-word scumbag, has been arrested on suspicion of shooting dead his 7-day-old baby girl because he wanted his firstborn to be a boy, in a case that has sparked fury in Pakistan. The newborn baby, named Jannat, meaning heaven in Urdu, was shot 5 times on Monday at her home in the central city of Mianwali. The suspect, identified as Shahzaib Khan, allegedly entered his house and ordered his wife to hand over the baby Jannat before shooting dead the week-old baby. Shahzaib, who has been married for 2 years, then fled the scene but was arrested on Thursday in a nearby district. In some parts of Pakistan, tribal customs mean that baby girls can be considered an insult to manhood. I'll just interject, well, that's pretty fucking sick, isn't it? Back to the article. The girl's maternal uncle, Hidayatullah Khan, launched a formal complaint against the suspect for the killing. The devastated relative said Shahzaib had not returned to the family home after discovering his wife had given birth to a baby girl and refused to accept her. Hidayatullah said the suspect entered the family home where relatives had gathered and ordered his wife to hand over Jannat, the baby, to him. Here's a quote from Hidayatullah, the girl's maternal uncle. The girl's uncle. The suspect took the girl into his hands and shot her dead. Hidayatullah, the uncle, claimed that he tried to take the baby away from Shahzaib, but the suspect had pointed the gun at him and the other relatives and threatened to shoot them if they moved closer. The case has sparked fury in Pakistan, with the public condemning the brutal death of the newborn baby. So there's the article. There is a link in the description. Again, what an absolute fucking scumbag. Am I allowed to say what I want to say? I mean, I'll have to phrase it in such a way where I am allowed. This, for me, makes me question the culture. You know, if it's a part of the culture, if it's somewhat normalized for baby girls to be considered an insult to manhood, I would be questioning the culture. I would be thinking to myself, that doesn't really seem like that good of a thing, really, to be honest with you. Seems like you shouldn't really be considering baby girls as a negative thing. You shouldn't be considering baby girls as being an insult to manhood, an insult to your manhood. So the way to protect your manhood is by shooting a baby girl to death, is it? That's what protects your manhood, does it? You fucking moron. So yeah, I question the culture. I question a lot of things about this. I just question it. What is wrong? What is wrong? And I'm tempering my words. I'm glad to read that the uncle took action as best he could. I mean, perhaps I'm being a bit generous. Apparently, he tried to, to take the baby, to keep the baby safe, but he had a gun pointed at him. So there's not too much you can do when you have a gun pointed at you. I mean, I suppose if we were somewhat ungenerous, we could suggest that Hidiatullah, the uncle, could have tried to wrestle the gun from this absolute fucking weirdo psychopath. Perhaps he could have, perhaps he should have, perhaps some of the other people should have that were in the household. But presumably they were scared at having a gun pointed at them, and presumably they didn't know the best course of action to take. So I don't think it's appropriate to berate them, to think too ill of them, is my feeling. But there's this hideous article here. You know, what a fucking weirdo. And, you know, it would be one thing if we're to believe that this is just one crazed psychopath. You know, how many people are in Pakistan? Hundreds of millions. I don't know what the number is, but I think it's hundreds of millions. In India, it's in excess of 1 billion people. So that would be one thing if it was just this one guy that commits acts like this towards baby girls. But, you know, this article is telling us that in some parts of Pakistan, tribal customs mean that baby girls can be considered an insult to manhood. So that seems to me to be saying that this kind of absurd, insane reaction from this so-called father is normal to some extent in Pakistan. And if that is the case, then I am not allowed to say what I think.